believed to be behind this attack?
I deny these allegations completely. And I don't agree with your view, because we in Pakistan, our 4 generations have fought terrorists. Even now in Balochistan, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, we are fighting terrorists day and night. Our western region, our western borders, all over, Pakistan is facing terrorist attacks every second week. If you're talking about the history, the Soviet invasion, the Cold War between the US and the Soviet Union at that point in time, well, that was a different story.
But I was talking about 2009 when Osama bin Laden was there, or 2021 when the Taliban returned to power in Afghanistan. It was with the support of Pakistan that they were able to do that.
That's slightly unfair, because Osama bin Laden was not being harbored by the Pakistani authorities.
They were near a military base. I mean, you have very strong intelligence.
No, that was very far away from the site where he was recovered. The point is that without Pakistani intelligence, right now, these ongoing operations, they would probably fail. And I think President Donald Trump has made himself very clear in the State of the Union address when he has thanked Pakistan for their efforts in the war against terrorism, for capturing wanted terrorists, and for the good fight that we are fighting, not only for ourselves, but for the whole world. So no other country has to its credit 90,000 lives. Politicians, military men, police, we've laid down 90,000 lives in this war on terror, and this war still continues. So I think India's allegations are ill-founded. They have no evidence. And when we offered an investigation into the matter, then India ran away from that investigation and resorted to these attacks.
Mr. Tarar, I mean, the world is waiting to hear and see how Pakistan responds and whether this situation escalates further. India says justice has been served. They accuse you of being behind the Pahalgam attack, and they say they have responded. Do you believe now a line can be drawn in the sand?
I think India will now face Pakistan's very fierce response, because we are never the aggressors. And regarding Pahalgam, as I said, the Indians are questioning their own government, that they have no evidence, they have no facts, and they ran away from the investigation, which Pakistan had offered, and they attacked our civilians, they attacked our mosque today, they attacked 5 localities. Pakistan will now respond, and respond very, very effectively. Make no mistake, because our desire for peace should not be mistaken for our weakness. And what about India harboring terrorists, assassinating Sikhs in US, in Canada, in Australia? And when we captured their spy, Kulbhushan Yadav, we have numerous incidents where India is involved in targeting Pakistani localities, and they have been involved in terrorism, not only in Pakistan, but in many countries around the world. So I completely deny what you're saying.
Minister, what do you expect from the international community? Do you expect President Trump to step in, intervene? Do you expect the UK government to try and de-escalate the situation?
You see, absolutely, people will be concerned about the situation, and countries around the world have expressed their concern. But our diplomatic efforts, we've presented our case to all friendly countries. Our Prime Minister had a telephonic conversation a few days back with Marco Rubio. He spoke to the Iranian president. He spoke to the Malaysian president. He spoke to the UN Secretary General. He met the ambassadors of United Kingdom. He met the ambassador of Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Turkey, China. We presented our case before the world. And we had already told the world that India will attack. I had said that in my press conference. And that is exactly what has happened, because India is the aggressor. Without any evidence, they wanted to create an atmosphere.
India says it's altogether hit 9 targets. They've said that they were focused, they were measured. They've described this as hitting terrorist infrastructure. You say it is not terrorist infrastructure, and you will give access to international media as well as local media to be able to access those sites. I know you said you were going to take them there tomorrow, but in the past, when we have seen these sorts of strikes, the Pakistanis have shied away from giving access.
You see, when I took foreign and local journalists to a village near the LOC, and tomorrow morning, I was planning to take them to Bahawalpur, to Muridke, to show the exact place where these strikes have occurred, to show them that local local population is living there. Our women, children, our civilians are living there. But I think we totally deny India's allegations regarding terrorists. We have complete evidence that women and children have been targeted. There are civilian casualties in this. And we will bring this evidence to the foreign media, to the local media, because there were no terrorist camps at all. And I can vouch for that. And I completely deny these allegations. There are no terrorist camps. No terrorists were being harbored. These were civilian populations. There was a mosque. There were locals living there. And their accommodations have been targeted, which is very, very unfortunate. We are responding to that. Thank you very much.
In 2019, Pakistan shot an Indian plane and a military jet, and they captured an Air Force pilot. They returned the Air Force pilot, and that de-escalated the situation. This time round, India has launched the airstrikes not in Pakistani airspace. How do you think the situation might de-escalate now in this situation?
I think it's an ongoing situation where they've attacked and we are responding. Let's see how it turns out. Thank you for your time. I'm grateful that you took my position. Very kind of you.
Thank you very much, Minister. We're grateful that you've joined us here on the programme.
Thank you.
Gillian, we were speaking there to the Federal Minister.
वज़ीर इत्तलात और नशरियात गैर मुल्की मीडिया से बात करते हुए इस बात का इज़हार कर रहे थे कि जिन मकामात पर हमले किए गए आज दिन में वज़ीर इत्तलात मीडिया की टीमों को लेकर वहीं का, जैसा कि हम अपनी खबरों में पहले भी आपको इन्फॉर्म कर चुके थे कि वहाँ का विजिट करने वाले थे। अच्छा सलमा, साथ साथ कुछ अहम इंटरनेशनल अपडेट्स भी आई हैं कि अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा के सेक्रेटरी जनरल एंटोनियो गुतेरेस ने भी शदीद तशवीश का इज़हार किया है और इसके साथ साथ भी हमें मौसूल हो रही हैं। DGISPR की अमरीकी नशरियाती इदारे CNN से खुसूसी गुफ्तगू हुई और DGISPR ने पाकिस्तान के मौक़िफ़ से जो सूरत हाल में पाकिस्तान हिकमत अमली अपना रहा है उसके बारे में भी अपनी गुफ्तगू में ख़यालात का इज़हार किया।
I can tell you that the armed forces of Pakistan will defend the territorial integrity, sovereignty and honor of Pakistan at all costs.